I went with
Good,
my aunt
good.
to dinner,
So,
and
so dinner, very good.
of course I had a study for my admission exam, and that's it, I think.
Very good, okay. Excellent, very good, okay. Okay, have you, ya se registró Adrin en en el WhatsApp? No,
¿De qué?
en el WhatsApp de la academia.
Sí,
Ah, sí. Oh, no, no me parece. ¿Dónde está?
o no.
2082, a ver, vamos a ver.
Otra
20.
vez no lo mandé, no me lo escribí y no lo mandé. Ah, creo, sí, no lo mandé. Deme un
Ah, sí,
momento.
sí, bien corazón, sí, sí.
Ajá, lo
Sí,
escribí,
porque
pero
no,
no
no.
lo mandé. Ya,
Very
ahí
good.
está.
Excellent, Aline, very good. Okay, so there it is, okay. Okay, today we continue working with the Philippine students so that we will connect in a few more minutes, okay. Hello, good morning, how are you?
Hello, teacher. Everything's good, thank you.
Excellent, very good, okay. Okay, how was your weekend? What did you do, Gabriel?
It was fun. Actually, I did not work this weekend.
Ah, okay,
And
okay.
I Yes, and I took my father to the airport, so it was fun. Yes.
Very good. What else did you do? Did you go out? Did you go to the cinema? Did you go shopping?
No, we just stayed home. I mean, I just took my father to the airport on Saturday,
Good.
and then in the afternoon, well, I took my dog for a walk. And Sunday, I just did my home duties
Very
and
good. Very good. Okay.
also take my dog for a walk and stay there at home, resting.
Very good. Excellent. Very good. Okay, good. Today, the students from Philippines will continue working with you and with the other students. I think they will do some kind of presentation that they prepare about both cultures, about Mexican culture. They research about Mexican culture, and they will also present about Philippine culture. Okay, so I'm going to share the link with them.
Okay.
So basically, going to be like that. And also, I think they are going to give you kind of some questions on a forms to answer, and the questions are related obviously to Mexican culture. Okay, very good. So there it is. Okay. Okay. So in the meantime, let's see if the other students arrive. Okay. Very good. Okay. So it's okay. So I think they will be joining quite soon. Very good, my friends. Very good.
Teacher, may I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
It's out of the context of the class and something.
Yes.
Um, it's with a word. I don't even know the meaning in Spanish, but it's vicarious.
Ah. Okay. Yes.
It's actually a song name, and I really is my favorite song from my band, but I don't know exactly what is the meaning. It's a
Okay.
phrase that says vicariously I see the uh,
But currently,
I
I
live vicariously I live while the whole world dies. But I don't know what's the meaning.
okay, okay. Who are the singers of that song, Miguel?
Tool.
Sure, okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to put it here on the chat, okay? Look at this. So is by curious I live, no, while the
Whole world dies. Yes.
whole world dies. Whole world dies, okay.
I even searched for the meaning in Spanish and it says like it's a vicarious thing. It actually is a vicarious violence, but I even know the meaning. I mean, I don't quite understand it.
Very good, okay. Okay, okay, very good, okay. Okay, so I think these are the new students from. Hello, 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 Judy. Hello, Mikas. Hello. Yes, Mika, Mikas, and Mia Belén. Hello, my girls. How are you? Hello, can can you hear me? Okay, okay, very good, okay, okay, very good, very good. So let's go. Okay. Hello, Ame. Good morning, Ame. How are you?
Hello, good morning. I'm okay,
Excellent.
thank you.
Ame, how was your weekend?
My weekend was relaxed. I
Okay,
only work in the morning and in the afternoon only saw movies and rest at yes, that's all.
very good. Excellent, excellent. Excellent. Ame, today we will continue working with the students from Philippines. Okay, so I think they
Okay.
will do kind of a presentation, okay, and so on, okay.
Yes.
Very good.
Teacher, I have a question. Sorry, before
Yes,
the class starts.
yes.
For the next 2 weeks, we are going to have class normally? Normal?
That is a good question, okay. For the academy, the academy doesn't have a vacation, okay, per se. But obviously, if you, I understand that some of you or all of you are going to be away, I understand, okay, and we can retake the classes, okay, later, or work harder or faster on the later classes, okay. Very good. So here is
Okay,
Saila.
thank you.
Hello, hello, Saila. Good morning, Saila. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm good. How about you?
Excellent, Saila. Very good. Okay. So, Saila, today's activity is going to be what, Saila? The questions. I haven't shared the questions to the students yet because today is the first day of the class for them. I will only on Monday. Or are you going to have the presentations with them?
Actually, teachers, before we start in our discussion, we're going to give them a assessment for pretest, and after the discussion, we're also be given the post test.
Okay, okay, okay. Very good. Okay, similar basic. Okay, very good. Okay, so very good. Yes.
Yeah, and also, teacher, we have a discussions for about in a minute. So after, before the discussion, we're giving the form in the chat box below so they can answer the questions before we start. Is that okay, po?
Yes, of course. Yes, sure. Yes.
Thank you so much, teacher.
Very
Thank you
good.
so much, everyone.
Very good. Very good. Okay, good, good, good. Very good. Tad Gabriel dice the leche Gabriel, vicariamente vivo mientras el mundo entero muere. Okay. Very good.
Yeah, I don't know if what exactly means vicarious. I mean, I can't even picture something about it, but I don't even understand it even in Spanish.
Okay, 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 okay.
I don't know if it's like perhaps a dumb thing, but I just want to know.
Okay, okay. That was, is okay. It comes from RAE, la Real Academia Española. That is vicario o vicaria. Es un adjetivo que tiene el poder y las facultades de otra persona o la sustituye. También es representante, suplente. Very good. Yes, coge, please, let's say, Mika, please tell me.
Good evening, good day, teacher. Can I ask if we can talk later for meet for their meet this coming uh Wednesday, Thursday? Is that okay?
Yes, sure, yes, of course. Yo, Mika, yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Very good, Mika. So, just like whenever you want to start, we're working with them. That's perfect, okay?
Thank you, teacher. So I am going to paste Google form in the chat box below so you can answer it first. By the way, this is the post test in the session one. So if you notice something, it's okay. You can answer it, and we're going to accept it. And what kind of result is. So we really appreciate your answer. So can you please answer this form here in the chat box below? It's okay. You can take your time for.
Excellent, very good. Yes, I'm going to share the link, my friends, here on the WhatsApp group that we have for the academy. Okay, so it's going to be there, okay? Very good. It's there, okay? Good. So you can access there from the chat from it or from the chat from WhatsApp, okay? Whatever is easy for you.
Good evening, teacher.
Hello?
Uh, hello. While they answering all the G forms that we provided, can I present the slides that we prepare for later part?
Oh, yes, sure. Yes,
Thank you,
very
teacher.
good.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes?
Is it okay po while they are answering the Google form, our Filipino student here, they haven't meet yet. So is it okay if they introduce themselves,
Yes, yes,
just
go
a
ahead.
short introduction so they can meet them also the Mexican student po?
Obviously, yes, sure. That's a good idea, yes?
Yeah, thank you very much. Who wants to go first in the Philippines, Filipino student? May I call in Anne? Can you unmute yourself? Thank you very much. Anne, are you still there? Or maybe we can go back later to Anne. May I call on Jody?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Paul, loud and clear.
Okay, hello everyone. Hi Mexicans. I am Jody Antandang and I'm from Philippines. Thank you.
Okay, you want to go next, Gwen? So maybe we can go back to Gwen. Therese, are you still there? How about Mikas? Hello, Mikas.
Hello everybody. So I am Mika Shanan po. I am Mika Shanan Aquino from English major.
Good good day. Is Scarlett a Filipino or a Mexican? Thank you so much.
I'm Mexican.
Very good.
Sorry, teacher. We just have an internet connection problem here in the
Yes,
Philippines. We're really sorry about that.
very good. Yes, that's clear. Okay, don't worry.
Thank you, teacher. So, if someone is already finished, you can react heart or thumbs up, so we can know if you are already finished, and we can start our session. Thank you very much.
Very good.
Okay, so before we start our session, may I know if you are done with your pre-test and post-test? Can you heart react? Can you do a heart react? Thank you so much.
Yeah, my students, you can finish answering the questions from the Google form. You please raise your hand, okay, and so that they can continue, okay?
All right, teacher.
Very good. So Gary is ready. Thank you. Very good.
Okay, are you ready, everyone, to our topic? Okay, so our session topic for today is English as an international language. Okay, next. So meet your teachers or your facilitators. We have here Teacher Aujuno, Teacher Mika, Teacher Zyla, and also Teacher Liza. Next. Next, please. Okay, so we move on to our discussion. Next, please. Okay, so we're going to explore how English is more than just a school subject. So it's a global tool also. As you can see on the screen, our topic is understanding as an international language. And here, why are we learning English? Of course. Let me ask you something. Okay, Gabrielle, can you answer my question? Why do you think we study English?
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess it's important for us to study English because, for example, in my case, I need to read a lot of articles and a lot of books on English about medicine. So I guess it's like a bridge to connect with other cultures and other languages, and it helps us to understand a little bit other things about it.
Very good.
Okay, so yes.
What about Ame? Ame, why do you think, Ame, that we in Mexico, Ame, study English, Ame?
Well, I think that in Mexico we study English and for have a lot of communication with another countries or for work in some situations, as Gabriel said, we need English to be better or for the works, or for example in my case, because I love teach, so teach another language is it's very beautiful for me. I think that.
Excellent. Okay, what about here is also Scarlett?
Hi, teacher. Hi, everyone. Same question.
Yes, okay, the same question, please. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with Gabriel and America. We learn English because it's very important for us. We use in education, business, and work. We also try to understand or improve our English because we can have better opportunities of a good job here in Mexico. So that's the reason why we try to be better and we try to learn English.
Very good. Okay. What about, let's say, Carla? Carla and then Angeli, okay?
Okay, so can I ask Jody? Jody, why do you think we need to study English?
Hi teacher, I'm sorry, my English, my internet is bad. But
Okay.
I learn English to have a better future and to be able to communication better.
Very good. Okay. What about, let's say, Angeli?
I think that learning English give us new opportunities in our works and our studies.
Very good. Okay. What about Aline? Have you asked the question, Aline? I don't remember.
Um,
Okay.
can start?
Yes, Aline. Go ahead, please. Yes.
Okay. Um, I think that English is a very important language because it's considered a professional language, and of course, like my classmates say, and it's a form to get on education, business, and technology, and it's so important in international work, I think.
Very good. Okay. Excellent. Good. 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 What about Mikas? Mikas, why are you studying English, Mikas? Or why is it important to study English in the Philippines, Mikas?
For me, why are we learning English or why is it important? Because uh, it is this helps individuals to communicate to other country. Therefore, they do understand what are we what message we would like to deliver to other country or to the person in other country.
Very good. Excellent. Good. 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 What about I don't know. What,
Okay, teacher.
take it again.
So, okay, teacher. So let's go to our topic. So, of course, we learn English because English is spoken in many countries around the world. And it helps people from different places to talk and understand each other's, like their cultures and norms. So, it is also used in education, business, and technology. With for example, we are watching movie, reading an article online, or working abroad. English is often the language used. That's why we focus on it so much in school. Okay, next. Okay, how many people learning English? Okay, how many people learning English? More than 1.5 billion people um, use English. It is so surprising, right? So even the official language more than 70 countries. That's why you'll see the signs, websites, and instructions almost anywhere you go. It's also the most studied language in the world. And also here in the Philippines, English and Filipino is the main language. And That means yes, you are part of a huge global learning community. Next, how does English connect people? Of course, English connects people in amazing ways. If you are traveling to another country or don't speak their local language, English is often the best way to communicate. And it is also the language used in movies, music, and social media platforms. Plus, if you work with people from different countries, knowing English helps you collaborate better. Next. Okay, education and work. Many universities use English. Big companies need English speaking workers. Also from the Asian countries. It is in demand, and English helps in science, medicine, and business. For example, the English in a specific language. We have a English for medicine, English for uh, business, like that. Okay, next. Okay, did you know? So here's something fun. That English has over 170,000 words, and the longest one, let me try to. I don't want to try to say it because I really don't know if I'm gonna be good at it. Yeah. So yeah, and it's funny. That's a type of lung disease. And but don't worry, you don't need to memorize it. Just know that the language is always growing everywhere. Like new words get added. Like the common right now, the selfies and vlogs. Okay, next. Okay, tips to learn English faster. Okay, we need to read books. Watch movies and listen to music in English. We need to practice speaking with our friends and also our colleagues. Like my friends, my classmate Zyla, Liza, Aljuno, even the second year here, I always talk to them in an English way. So that's why I tend to learn English in a faster way and also play word games and use English apps. Okay, next. Okay. So since we don't have breakout room, we will going to ask you our preferred question about the topic today. Okay, next. Okay, so here is the questions. Can I ask from the Philippines? Therese, are you there? Oh, yes, Mikas. Okay, Mikas. Why is English used by people in many countries around the world?
So first and foremost, English is our second language, and second is as we've said earlier, it's help us to communicate to others, so that especially in other countries, so that they would understand, or they can understand us for what, yeah, they understand what are we what message we want to deliver.
Okay, thank you so much, Mikas, for trying. Yes, English help us to connect globally. And next is Jody. Are you there? Is
Yes,
Jody
am I
here?
audible?
Yes. Okay. So, why is English used by people in many countries around the world?
Um, I think I'm sorry for the background noise, but English is used by people in many countries around the world because basically English is a universal language, so it helps people connect around the world. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you so much. How about Scarlett? Are you here?
Hi, yes, I'm here.
Okay, so let me ask you the question. Why is English used by people in many countries around the world?
I believe we use English because the language allows to communicate with other people. I mean, we can be in other place and the globe around the globe, and we can still communicate. Maybe at this point for the basics, where is my hotel? Where is the train station? Um, I mean, all that it can be useful when we travel. So that's very important to we can learn, and many other people improve the skills in English, for we have a better communication in other countries.
Okay, thank you so much for your wonderful answer. How about Aline? Am I right, Aline?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you,
of
teacher.
course.
So, my question for you, how does English help people from different cultures talk to each other?
Okay, the reason that can help to different people to communicate each other is that in the different parts of the world it have a principal language, and of course, and not all the people know that specific language that is talked in that country. So, and a way of communicate can be to speak English because it's an international language, of course, and it can help to communicate a lot of ideas that you want to express to other people of other countries.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, next for our second to the last part of our question. May I have Anne? Anne, are you here?
Yes, yes. Am I loud and clear? Yeah, thank
Yes.
you, thank you.
So, for the last question, what are some good things about using English to connect with others globally?
Okay, to answer that question, I believe using English, uh, like it helps us to connect globally and like promotes the what we so called cross cultural something like that, and also it opens a door to like diverse professional opportunities, and also facilitates international trade and travel and so much more. And yeah, I believe it promotes a sense of global community and interconnectedness for some of us, like the Mexican and the Philippines. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. How about Gabrielle?
Yes.
Okay, for the last question, what are some good things about using English to connect with others globally for you?
Yes, I get some things about using English to connect with other globally is that we can we can go into interchanging cultures, and I mean Like we are not, we are breaking that wall about communication, and I don't know, like introduce ourselves to the world and know the world about our culture. Sorry, and then I guess it's important, and it is used because we can. I don't know. I mean, humanity is by biological is socially. Right? We need to socialize with other people. So I guess like in breaking this wall about the language is important because we can not just talk to our community and don't. We don't. For example, here in Mexico, we speak Spanish and talk to the global, to worldwide, and see how our ideas are important to everyone. I guess is the main reason why the one thinks about using English to connect the others is that because we can share about ideas, share about, for example, in my case, medicine. If I travel around the world and I need to say something about my feelings and how my symptoms or something like that, I can connect with them, I can speak clearly, and they can help me out with something. So I guess that is the main thing about the importance of connect each other with English.
Okay, what a vocabulary, Gabrielle. That's so good. Okay, okay,
Thank you
Everett,
so
can I
much.
ask you? Can I ask you if we can go to the second session for our topic? I'm
Sure.
really sorry in that case because we're not having time for our data. Is that okay for you, everyone?
Yes, remember, this class finishes at 8 o'clock, Mexico City time. So if you consider time, we have enough time, please go ahead, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, teacher. So next, okay. So the next presenter will be Liza. And we will going to send again the pre-test. And after the discussion, we will going to send the post-test. Okay? Thank you so much, Sir Miguel.
Yes, I will share the link here on the WhatsApp group, my dear students, so it can be easy for you to answer, okay? There it goes. Okay, there it is, okay? So now you have it on the Meet, on the chat from Meet, and now it's also available on the WhatsApp group, okay, for the school. Very good.
Okay. So while waiting for the other for Liza to present, Zyla to present. Okay, so that is the next topic. Okay, teacher. Uh this topic or this presentation will be sending to you after this so
Very good.
that
Yes.
they have a module for their post test.
Very
Okay,
good.
teacher?
Very good. Yes,
Thank you
sure.
so much, teacher.
Good. Excellent. Yes.
Okay, the pretest is uploaded. Okay, can you answer it now? So,
By the way, teacher, the
Yes.
if they're not uh finished on the pre-test and the post-test, it's okay since I already sent it to you so they can answer it even though we already finished in the session.
Ah, yes,
Also,
here.
yeah,
Yes.
yes, teacher, thank you very much. So we're going to proceed in the next session. So we're going to wait the postes and pretes if until today. Is
Very
that
good.
okay?
Yes, sure.
Tomorrow. Yeah, okay. So we're going to proceed in the discussion. Is that all right, po?
Yes, sure. Go ahead, please. No
Thank
problem.
you very much, teacher. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
That's Kyla, teacher. Thank you so much.
Um, Hello everyone. Good morning from Mexican and good evening from the Philippines. So maybe some of you don't know me, and I'm sorry if I could not open my camera since it may affect my presentation on this. So allow me to introduce myself. My name is Liza Talyada Armada, and I'm also from the Philippines. So our topic for today is English across culture. Can you move it to the next slide, please? So why media matters? So I don't need to ask any further questions. So since we are in a hurry, so media and stories reflect countries' culture, history, and values. English is a global language used in many countries. Reading English texts from other cultures help us understand different worldwide. For one of the examples of the importance of or why media matters to our society nowadays, especially that we are a globalized country right now, especially Mexican also, or we are a globalized what did you call this one? We're a globalized world nowadays. So one of the example of the importance of media literacy is the literatures that we read online. Since there are different kinds of genre in literatures, we tend to know their background, especially their culture, their traditions. We tend to become or we opt to be more sensitive enough towards our differences. So media opens a lot of things in terms of our traditions, our beliefs, our respect to other countries, and also the knowledge that we can gain from one another. Next, please. Next, English in different cultures. Countries like India, Nigeria, the Philippines, and South Africa use English in unique ways. Expression and idioms vary in each. News stories often reflect local concern and custom. So, one of the examples that I gave earlier is the literatures that we read through online. That we all know for a fact that literature have different genres. So those genres seems to what did you call this one? I'm sorry, I'm a bit lagging. So the different or the unique ways that we have here are um yeah um the English that we use in different kinds of literature, it also serve as a passageway. Since it is sprung in different ways, it affects the cultures of one another. It affects the English that we use every day, especially the ESP or the English for specific purposes, and how we use it in different aspect or in different ways, such as when we tend to work, when we tend to walk every day, and when we connect with different people, it seems like they are up to use different kinds of vocabulary. Like we use here in the Philippines, we use jargons or we use the mixed method in English. So that we can interact and we can have a deeper understanding with each other. Next, please. So what can we learn from stories? Different perspective on global events, cultural values, example given family, politics, educations, and unique storytelling styles and tradition. One of the example here in the Philippines, at first, during the Spanish era or during the yeah, during the during the ancestors in the Philippines, we don't know how to give meaning on a specific thing or specific things or certain things. Like for example, we don't know how to give meaning to this tree to this culture, to this that, so that when we opt to read kinds of literature, we can understand, we can give an emphasis, or we can give value or meaning to a certain things that until now we tend to believe it as a Filipino. So next slide, please. Why read diverse media? Builds first, it builds empathy and understanding. Second, it teaches critical thinking. Third, it breaks stereotype and broadens our views. Why do you think is that? It is very it is very, let's get direct to the point. It builds empathy and understanding. It teaches us how to become sensitive to our differences, especially that we know for a fact that we have different kinds of beliefs, values, culture. So it gives us the rights to know more from one another, to learn from one another, so that we are able to learn and to get some idea, to be sensitive on the things that we going to talk, we are going to give to our uh, to each other. Next, it teaches critical thinking, since it gives us the moral lessons. Everything that we read, it gives us moral lessons that we need, and we can use it every day, not just in our everyday learning, but we can also apply it to ourselves. And the next one is it breaks stereotypes and broaden our views, since the international collaboration promotes the global or cross-cultural awareness. It promotes diverse learning or inclusive learnings that we need as an individual, not just a Filipino or Mexican student, but every individual. Next slide, please. So here the example comparison, the headline, the Queen's legacy in global history, and local hero celebrities on national heroes day. So they have the same idea of remembering history, but different focus and language style. So next, please. So yeah, I think I'm done for my presentation. And yes, Mika, you want to add something?
Okay, Teacher Miguel, can you ask the Filipino students about this question? And as facilitators from the Philippines, we're going to ask your students. Is that okay, teacher?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, teacher.
Okay, so I start asking, okay, what about Juno? Juno, why, Juno? Why is it helpful to read English text from different countries, Juno?
Uh, Sir, Teacher Miguel, can you repeat the question?
Yes, sure. Why is it helpful to read English text from different countries?
Uh, for me, Sir Teacher Miguel, it helps me to understand the other people's culture. It helps me understand how they how they tend to communicate with each other. But it helps me to understand um, how they talk, their accent. Um, it helps me it it helps me learn new la, new vocabulary like that, Sir Teacher Miguel.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you for Gabriel. Gabriel, why is it helpful to read English text from different countries, Gabriel?
Yes, I guess what is helpful to reading English text from different countries to learn about their culture, to can have this kind of a knowledge about different ways to, for example, holidays or about history, about, in my case, as I said before, disease, illness, kind of different pathologies, something like that. So I guess it's why it's helpful to read English texts in different countries.
Very good. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, Juno. Question for Scarlett. Scarlett, what can you learn about other cultures by reading their news articles or stories in English?
Well, we can learn many things. I mean, uh, recently I've been reading about London, and the article shows the way to live, um, uh, how they use their time, um, their food, their the way to live, how the people react to different situations, how they use local transportation. There are many things that we can learn when we take the time to read the stories in English about another countries, their cultures, how they live, and in maybe in the moment we can travel to another countries, we can also know how we can do many things as I don't know how to interact with the people and
Very,
be respectful with their traditions too.
very good. Scarlett. Thank you, Scarlett. What about Mirabel? Mirabel, what can you learn about other cultures by reading the news articles or stories in English, Mirabel?
Hello, teacher. Gwen already informed us that she is um in the barangay, if you're familiar with that, and she cannot what do you call this one to she cannot share answer your question as of now since her background is noisy. So I'm sorry for
Ah, okay,
that.
okay, very good. Okay, okay, very good. Okay. Okay, the same question for Anne. Anne Charis. Anne, what can you learn about other cultures by reading their news articles or stories in English? Anne.
Hello, teacher. Am I audible? Am I loud and clear?
Sure, yes.
Okay. So to answer that question, what can you learn about other cultures by reading their news articles or stories in English? So I believe that by reading news articles and stories from different countries, I can or we can gain insights to into their values, beliefs, social structures, and as what they've said earlier, the current events of different countries. So with this, it provides a deeper understanding of different countries' culture and perspectives, which is crucial for an effective what we so called cross-cultural communication something.
Very good. Thank you, Anne. Question for Angeli. Angeli, how can understanding different perspectives make communication better, Angeli? What do you think of that, Angeli?
I think it's because English is an international language and it helps us communicate even if we are.
Very good. Okay, okay. What about, let's say, Aline? Aline, what's your opinion, Aline? How can understanding different perspectives make communication better, Aline? What do you think?
Of course, and no, different perspectives of different things. Um, Talking about the multicultural um, diversity that you can find on talking with other people of other countries, and of course, reading the text of other countries. I think it can help to know have to understand the diversity of thinkings.
Very good. Excellent. Good. What about Mikas? Mikas, same question, Mikas. How can understanding different perspectives make communication better? In English, obviously.
For me, understanding different point of view help us talk to people better, and it also makes it easier to listen or explain things clearly, and avoid confusion. Then and we can find better ways to solve problems. Then it is also helps us connect with people and have more respectful and honest conversation.
Very good. Excellent. Good. And what about Michaela? The same question, Michaela. How can understanding different perspectives make communication better, Michaela?
Of course, we should understand a different perspective by respecting their cultures or also the language barriers that we are having right now. For example, in the America, we have the fridge, and here in the Philippines, we say refrigerator, and that has to make sense that even though they are the same meaning and same interpretation, there we can see the difference of a different perspective in that kind of uh, situation.
Very good, Michaela. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Okay. So, what about the Liza? I think it's almost about time to finish the class, Liza. If you want, Saila, okay, if you want Saila, we can I can stop the recording. Ah, yes, please.
Yes,
Yes, Mika. Yes, Mika, go ahead, please, Mika.
Okay, teacher. So, can I ask all of you, can you open your camera so we can take photo of
Very good. Yes, sure.
for the reference?
Very good.
Okay. Wait lang, lalati na tayo.
So, what about
I
Angeli?
really love the nice teacher.
Okay, okay. What about Gabriel, please? Just for a short time, okay? What about Scarlett, please? Just for a short time, okay, so that they can take the evidence. Because you know, this research is part of a, if a, they are going to the thesis. So they need evidence for that, okay? Good. So also Aline, please, Angeli, Gabriel. Good. Thank you, Scarlett. Good.
Sorry for my hair.
Don't worry, don't worry, okay, don't worry, okay. It's not for a beauty contest, okay? It's part of a research, okay? So don't worry, okay? Well, please, Angeli, please. Also, Ame, please.
Yeah, teacher. Sorry, teacher. So
Excellent.
we're going to send the pre-test and post-test of the session 2 and 3 po, since we already discussed it. So it's okay if you're going to pass it tomorrow. And
Very good, yes.
yeah, so is it okay, teacher, if we talk in a few minutes?
Yes, sure. Just, so I'm going to stop the
Yeah.
recording. So my
Yes.
students have to